Hey guys, welcome back. Um, yeah, yesterday was kind of depressing, so I'll try to talk about some happier stuff today because it might get more depressing when I do therapy stuff. I don't really have too many notes this week, which is weird. I was gonna maybe try to just riff a note about streaming because streaming has made me happy. So, maybe I can try to talk about that. I don't have any notes about it, but actually I did have one note. Oh, who's this person? She's new, right? Still bright. Don't look at her. Oh. Wow, is this supposed to be this bright? It's hurting my eyes. I watched somebody stream. I guess I do want to be a little bit delicate about how I talk about it. I mean, I won't talk about who she was, and I don't think she watches my channel. So, the reason I want to talk about it is because she was streaming by herself, and I was the only one there, and I was commenting. There we go. I can spin now, but I can't really spin because this Wiimote doesn't really work. It keeps doing that. Is it because it's like the Pro thing is not connected? I don't know. It was a good experience for me to be on the other side of because I keep worrying about well, what if somebody comes and they're gonna feel weird being the only person, or I guess I learned a couple things. Number one is, it's true that if you're the only person there and you start commenting, you feel bad about leaving. And you feel well, I have to come next time, otherwise she's not going to have anybody there to talk to. We can do this, come on. Maybe I should change. I have two of these, so maybe I should change. Is there a way to do it with just the buttons? I don't think so. So I did feel I felt good and bad about it, because I felt good well, it is nice to support her. There was nobody here and she was just kind of talking to herself, and then I was there and I was like, hey, how are you? I think she showed up in one of my streams, and so I was like, oh, I'll come watch you sometime. And she's like, okay, yeah, that's good. And so when I came, I felt comfortable. If I didn't talk to her before, I would feel weird and I probably wouldn't say anything, but I was like, hey, I'm here, like I said. She's like, oh, hey, how are you? And then I watched her for an hour. And then I was like, oh, I have to do some stuff, but I'll keep watching, and you're doing a good job and everything. And that was good. I guess the next time I watch, if I'm the only one there, I'll be like, sorry if I miss a couple streams, but I'm trying to stream myself, and I'm watching other people, so sorry if I can't show up every time, and that would make me feel okay. But I don't know, it was nice. It was nice because she was kind of, I don't know if she was nervous, but it did come across nobody's ever been nervous to talk to me. So, I guess I'm not a very intimidating presence in real life. But anybody online, you're going to be intimidated by just words on a screen. I've been intimidated by people. Because it's just who is this person? They could be anybody. I wouldn't say she was intimidated by like me, but she was just intimidated by the fact that there was somebody there, or just kind of flustered a little bit. And I was like, ooh, it's charming. Like, oh, somebody is nervous to talk to me. That's never happened before. Ooh. Was there anything else? I feel weird saying her name now that I've said, like, I don't know if she would be embarrassed by, like, nobody watching her, but I'm sure she gets people to watch. And I was just there on a day where nobody else was there. But I don't want to say anything. I don't know. I'm not saying anything bad, but I just... might be weird to say. And I don't think she watches this, so... This is fun. So I guess I'll just keep that stuff in mind when I'm streaming and there's nobody there, or there's one person there. Just like, oh, they're not doing it because they're like pitying you. Because I guess that might have been what I thought before. Is like, oh, I feel bad for him, so I'm gonna like comment on his thing so he feels better. But like, I wasn't feeling that way when I was talking to her. I was like, I wasn't feeling bad for her. I was just like, but I wanted to comment because she was by herself, and I wanted to be like, hey, you're doing a good job. She was editing like a video or something, and I was asking her about editing stuff. Like I asked her, I have trouble sometimes syncing my audio with my video, gameplay, whatever, and like, how do you do that? And she was like, I forget, but she said something. And I was like, well, what mic is that? My mic's, I got like a noob mic, like for beginners. Like, what's an expert mic that you have? Because that looks like a nice mic. I don't know. Whoa, who's this guy? So any other streaming notes? I only have 5 minutes left. That can't be right. I have enjoyed it more than I guess I thought I would. People have come. Not a lot, but I value the people who do show up. I don't know how else to say it. Like it. One person can be enough to I don't know. I guess I had kind of told myself like, well, if you do this for like a month or 2 months and nobody comes, then really what's the point? It's no different than this, because the whole point of the streaming thing is to add like a live component to the thing to get over some anxiety, because I don't really feel too nervous doing this anymore. But when I first started the streaming thing, the idea of it was like, I can never do that because it's live and there's people watching. And so I guess it was good at first that nobody was really watching, so I could get comfortable with it. And then nobody really watches, but some people show up and I like them. They're nice, and I can feel relatively comfortable doing it. So it's been good. I'm glad I do it. It feels weird to switch topics to birthday stuff, but noticed that I didn't really talk about birthday stuff. I had a note about, like, well, I guess I was thinking about, well, because I thought about what my worst birthday was, and then I was like, well, what's your best birthday? Talk about that, because that's good. And I remembered a really nice birthday I had. I guess I was 17. Are the panels turning off? I guess not. I remember, I think this was exactly on my birthday, but it's hard to remember. I took the day off school because I was doing like what I remember is going to the DMV and doing like a driver's test and passing. And that was exciting. And then we took the picture, whatever, got the license. I drove there with my teacher, which was called like 5-star driving school in New Jersey. You would pay like someone would teach you how to drive, and then they would take you to the DMV, and you take the test, and then they drive you home. So I did that, and that was exciting. And I was with this other girl too, and she passed, and we were like, yay, we did it. Bloop. I remember having a weird conversation with that girl. Like, she mentioned, I guess I always remember this stuff because she was like, oh yeah, usually when I'm at school and it's my birthday, you know, like my friends will make me a cupcake or I don't know, like they'll give me a present, and I'll it's like, it's embarrassing, but like I like my friends. And I was like, oh yeah, me too, my friends do that. Wait, what am I doing? I didn't get all the things yet. What's he say? Please save the Grand Sire before it's too late. Oh my gosh. Turn off the flip switches on the floor to shut down this machine. Oh, I was supposed to turn them off. Okay, I did that. Oh, what? I guess I'll go. It doesn't make sense. Okay, I'll do this in the break, I guess. I wanted to just finish the birthday thing. So we did that, and we got home. I got back home, and my brother had got me a gift for my birthday, and I hadn't opened it yet. I opened it when I got home, I think, and it was the original BioShock. And I remember, so I got home around lunchtime. I ate lunch. There we go. That was weird. And I remember playing BioShock all day. And that's one of my favorite games, probably because this was such a nice day for me, and I just associate it with that day. But I mean, it is. Everybody says it's like a great game. It's one of my favorite games. But it's hard for me to think like, was it because of that day was so good, or was it just because the game is good? So that was it. That was my best birthday. And then I'm sure my parents got me like a cake or something. That's the best memory I've had since I was a kid. And when you're a kid, you have fun like parties, and I remember I went bowling a lot. Like I always wanted a bowling party, and then you invite everybody from class, and you'd bowl, and then you'd get a. Should I show? My parents gave me. Okay, I'm going over time, but I want to show you my bowling pin. Hold on. Can you see it? I had a bunch of these. My parents were getting rid of stuff a couple months ago. And they're like, do you want any of these bowling pins? And I said, yeah, I'd like to keep one of them. So these are all my friends. They write their names on the pin and then you take it home. So can you see? I don't know if you can see really. There's Ryan. Can you see it? I don't know if the green screen's gonna cut me off, but my dad wrote on here, Dad. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, there's Ryan, Scott, Nick, Ben, Patrick, Alex, Matthew, Richie, Joe, Robert, Peter, Jake. Those are all my friends in grade school. And we bowled. That's what you did in New Providence when you had a birthday. All right. Okay. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow. That was kind of a fun day, hopefully. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.